Hey there, Eli again, coming at you from OSA in Coventry, here to spotlight one of my kind of favorite small nano fish for a lot of aquariums, being the white cloud mountain minnow. This is a very classic aquarium fish, been around in the hobby for ages, but is one of my favorites for just kind of some neat background information about them. It so happens that the white cloud mountain minnow is functionally extinct in the wild. They are an Asian species of fish, and due to perhaps overfishing and pollution in the areas that they're native to, these guys really do not exist in the wild anymore. They're something that has really only been kept alive by the hobby. They tend to be kind of a ubiquitous aquarium animal. You see them pretty often in a lot of different shops, and this is just due to the fact that they're so easy to farm. They're a very culturable species for a lot of people, and this has kept them alive. The white clouds tend to be a great aquarium species because they are so easy to farm in the aquarium setting. They're really not very picky animals. They only get about 1.5 inches in size. They are very tolerant of a lot of different conditions. One thing to note about these fish is that they tend to prefer temperate or colder temperatures. So usually somewhere in the 60s or low 70s is preferable for these fish. Although they are tolerant of the warmer temperatures that you keep most tropical fish at, they do tend to do better in these lower temperature tanks. So maybe a tank without a heater for these fish is a better option, but they only really require a tank of around 10, maybe 15 gallons total size to keep them successfully. As a schooling fish, they do tend to like groups. Somewhere around 5 or 6 individuals to start is a good size to look for. But larger schools will behave a little bit differently than small schools, with them exhibiting kind of a tight grouping behavior that is so fun to watch. As mentioned earlier, these fish don't really exist in the wild anymore and are just kept in the hobby by the aquarium hobbyists and the aquarium breeders that are keeping these species alive. In the hobby, there are a few different color morphs that you're able to come across, with this being like your typical white cloud, kind of a silverfish with red tipped fins. And there's also some gold varieties out there and a couple other color varieties to look for to kind of spice it up, add a little bit of a different color to your tank. To wrap it up, the white clouds are an awesome schooling fish to add to a lot of smaller tanks, maybe around a 10-gallon tank. Super cool, fun to watch, and really interesting considering they're kept alive just for the sake of the hobby. As always, check us out on osachoice.com or any 3 of our locations to take a look at our fish and any of your aquarium keeping needs.